the muscle mass that is all over the body, mobility, proportioning. This is just still the end of our warm-up, which is tougher than what most people do in an entire workout.
That's awesome.
And this is 3 to 4 days a week, every week. Do that for 2 years. Not only is your body tougher, but your mind is tougher too. Yeah. So you can see we're doing different push-up variations that I've gotten from all over the place, training with just different fighters from different disciplines. And what they'll do is they'll do a set of 20 different push-ups. We'll do 5 sprints, 20 push-ups in between, 20 abdominals in between, for 100 total of each workout. Just by the end of a 4-session workout week, that's 400 push-ups, 400 sit-ups, and that's just in the warm-up, where by the end of each month we're at 1,200 push-ups, or 1,600 push-ups. So, do that, at the end of a year, and you're almost at 15,000 push-ups, 15,000 sit-ups.
So this is kind of like a hurricane in that it's cardio and strength, but it's still part of the warm-up.
Well, yeah. So this isn't. I wouldn't consider this a hurricane. This is what we do to curb the adrenaline response for the hurricane that's coming. So what I want to do is I want to hit a steady state, get the body working. But we're at the point now where I would still consider this a warm-up because it's not that physically challenging for the guys anymore. This can appear physically challenging to somebody that doesn't train, but this is something now that they do and their heart rates are still staying down. The purpose of the hurricane is to really increase the heart rate, work on heart rate variability, but to also actually really help with fat loss and weight loss, which is coming up right now for these fighters that have to make it, where there's something called EPOC, where the excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption, where the intensity of the hurricane, your body will actually continue to burn more calories than it usually would for 2, 3, 4 days after we perform this, whereas a regular cardio routine wouldn't do that. So that's another purpose or an added benefit that people don't know about the hurricane that really makes a difference.
That's awesome.
Now they're going to run again.
So for a fighter, this is obviously great, but for somebody who's not a fighter, this is a good introduction to, say, almost like a prerequisite in a way, before they would say to start their own level 1 hurricane program?
You could possibly say that. I think what I would say is this would be a great general preparatory workout for somebody. One of the things that I always say is, hey, if you just go to the gym and you just lift weights, you're only half a person. I mean, running and moving and jumping is still something elemental with what our bodies were created for, and oftentimes what people don't do anymore. So really what I'm doing is getting these guys to remind them that they're not just a fighter where they just do their specific technique. We've got to be an athlete. Actually, what my term is, I want to say we want to be martial athletes, not just martial artists. So running again and working on their running form, jumping and doing plyometrics, push-ups, sit-ups, things that are just going to build the body the way the body was designed. These are things that we fire into the program all the time. So this is anybody can do this. So it doesn't mean, so this is what I do with my NFL guys off season. This is what I do with my baseball guys. It's the kind of thing that we're talking about building an athlete here, and that's where MMA is going. MMA in the beginning was the overweight big guy or the guy with the most technique. Now, MMA is about you got to have those things, but you got to be a super athlete too. So you got to have great technique, but man, the guy that can go into the deep end of the pool in that 3rd round or in a championship fight in the 5th round, that may be the guy that wins based on his athleticism as much as his technique. And these are the things that's my specialty in developing, and in developing the mindset of these guys too on how to attack that fight as an athlete.
Excellent.